What's going on, everyone? Ilias Leonidas here, and we're in part 7 of our Byzantium playthrough. We had just finished conquering what remained of Trebizond and a little bit of Abkhazia, I believe is how it's pronounced. Apologies if I get it wrong. And we just dealt with an Ottoman rebel situation, which wiped out our army terribly. So we're going to have to do a lot of rebuilding, so we'll start off right away. We need to deal with this. We do not have the men to suppress a rebellion, so we're just going to use the Miltech on that. Financially, we're starting to do okay. It's because we have no army, so we're going to repay one of these loans. We can gain yearly prestige. Our prestige is actually pretty high. Our prestige is helping, but it's asking for a good amount of money. Yeah, no. Countries want our army, but we can only offer 4,000 men, plus we need to recover, so no. We can core territory. We're losing our great power status. Wow, okay. It's actually something I haven't checked this whole game because I just did not think we were even part of it. Give me 1 second as I try to find... It's always entertaining watching videos like this where the person recording doesn't know exactly where something is, and when you watch the video you're like, oh, it's so obvious, you just looked at it or you just overlooked it. And I'm sure it's really obvious and I probably just missed it. Trade leagues, great powers. Yep, I just missed it. So our great powers right now, at least all the ones we can see: Muscovy, Denmark. Denmark still controls Sweden, Norway. They've gained some lands over here. That must have been Novgorod. Some right here in Estonia, and then Poland with its vassal Lithuania. France is a great power. Burgundy is actually a great power, and Burgundy somehow has this. That's a interesting, very interestingly weird border situation over there. Castile is a great power, and so are the Mamluks. And Mamluks are spreading a little bit down here along the coast. We are actually on the cusp of being a great power, as is Aragon. So that means we are very close to being one. I'm sure the fact that we have no forces right now really helps the AI determine that we are not a great power. So we're going to just bring all of our fleet over here. Constantinople. We're making quite a bit of money. I mean, that will change once our army recovers fully, but I'm thinking with the amount of money we make, we should be able to repay back both our loans pretty easily. Rebel situation, Crimea, we're just going to have to keep harsh treating them. I know it's a real big waste of our Miltech, but we just do not have the manpower to really deal with that at all right now. So Muscovy, we can stop this relation improvement. I'm glad we're friends. No guy. QQ, this is the one we were looking into. This might be actually achievable. Unfortunately, can't royal marry them because we're different religions, but hopefully that means we can be friends. They are actually allied with Chevron, which is kind of the people that cost Georgia a little bit of land. And who's their other ally? I do not know how to pronounce that, and I do not know where they are. Yeah, it's not them. They must be over here somewhere, probably. Kandar is being guaranteed by Karaman, which is fine. I don't really want that province. It's just one little province right now. But this is setting up kind of a Cold War in Anatolia between me and Karaman. And it should be very, very interesting. There is... Okay, real quick. Let's increase our manpower. There is a really, really big conflict going on in Poland. Poland might be... Oh, they're... Bohemia, Wallachia... Bohemia taking advantage of this huge rebel problem, and Wallachia is helping them. It's very interesting. Not that I would do this, but... Oh, yeah, can't even just theoretically see what would happen. Sometimes when there are multiple wars, if you were to declare war, their allies might not answer the call because they're too busy. Ooh, so Poland might lose a lot of its power here soon because Lithuania, if this war is won, Lithuania potentially might get to break away. Okay. It's a rebellion. Oh, it is a rebellion in Serbia though. So we do kind of need to go hopefully help them out. We need to stay very close to their army because I do not want them fighting without us, because the last thing I want is my vassal's army to get absolutely crushed. We're gonna have to tell them to go there quickly. Okay, they'll join us. Should be fine. Yep. Let's just pause it real quick. Take this attack right here. We are actually ahead now, which is great news. We're yellow, so we're not too bad. Albania is still ahead of us with a 687. We have a 576. So not too bad. And we're going to successfully deal with these rebels. We're going to harsh treatment again. These Crimean rebels. We just, again, do not have the manpower. And it wasn't great for us to lose about 3,000 or so right there. Ooh, the one interesting thing is Karaman is, well, they're 5. We're not too far ahead of them. But they're really behind in admin tech. So this might, whenever we finally go to blows with them, that might actually really be in our favor, because they might be too far behind tech-wise. I would mothball this fort up here in Crimea, but again, I'm just too worried. Especially if those rebels break out. Having a mothball fort means they can take it really quick. And I do not want them to do that right now. I'll hold off on building anything right this second. We can make this a state and core all this. See, Circassia, I'm thinking in the long term. Circassia is allied with Muscovy. So that means Circassia is not really a potential nation we can fight. But Georgia is not allied with really strong power. And we are going to be friends with Georgia for at least the short term, but in the long term, what that means is we could eat some of these lands, which are really easy for us to eat from Georgia. The only problem is once we do this, QQ or AQ is going to try to take up some of this other territory. So we would need to try to declare a war and grab as much as we can. The only good thing too is what we might be able to do is we could take, so this is a province, this is a province. We could make disgusting borders but basically trap parts of Georgia inside. And that way we could expand, but that's for future. For the short term, we're just doing a lot of sitting, waiting for this army to grow, and hopefully no one will be attacking us. And we're also going to keep a really close eye out on Ragusa, just in case if Hungary decides to go to war with somebody. We are going to gain legitimacy, because we need that more than anything right now. Our unrest situation is actually not too bad at all. Abkhazia, the Georgian separatists, that's so far away right now, it's not even funny. Crimean separatist is a potential problem, but not too big a deal right now. We're going to repay back another one of our loans. So this is perfect. We're gaining back quite a bit of money. And we're doing really good financially as far as paying off our loans, and probably going to get back into pretty decent shape. we could attack them, but unfortunately if we do, we would not win that war with Venice. I'm pretty sure, because they have a decent amount of land. AQ is coming in to help Karaman with some rebels. They have a lot of issues with rebels, it seems like. Get plus 20% spy network connect. Ooh, for the next 5 years. So that might be worth taking. I think it's in general too. Or 5 prestige. Let's take that offer, because the next 5 years we can get kind of quick build up of spy networks. We have Venetian noble rebels, not any other type of rebels. And here comes Venice with its ships and its army. Ooh, so I don't know. Oh, they're there. I was hoping that Genoa army got wiped out. That would have been perfect for us if Genoa got really weakened and plus Crimea ended up successfully being able to rebel. We're going to harsh treatment again. What we might do, I'm gonna wait till at least those rebels are for sure gone. We're gonna move. This army should be decent size enough now where we can move them up there. And since we're making a decent amount of money, and just because my army is far away, I'm gonna unmothball this fort, because my biggest fear is either the Mamelukes or Karaman or AQ coming upwards, so just keep that there just in case, so they couldn't get across the strait right away. Oh no, oh no. So not paying attention, march my army straight into the fight. The only good thing is it looks like Genoa's army also kind of got messed up. At least a little bit of a good thing is we have the resources to hire some mercs. So we're going to do that. And I'm just going to put them here in Crimea just to try to hold off these rebels. I have no desire to help Genoa at all. So we can, let's gain some more legitimacy. The more legitimacy we have, the less likely our whole nation's gonna crumble on us. We should be okay. Ooh. So those are two different, those are actually Orthodox rebels that attacked us. And then there's Genoan, those Crimean rebels. Let's see if we can move our navy. So the Orthodox rebels are dead, but these Crimean rebels are having quite a bit of success, actually. I believe this is attached by land, because it's too bad if it was a straight crossing like this, you could actually kind of hold out. I'm going to, because again, we're doing pretty well financially, build a couple more mercs. Those are Wallachian rebels, at least. I was worried if they're Bulgarians, they might try to really go into our territory. We'll do just one more for good measure. We could unlock another idea, which is tolerance of heretics. What it will do is decrease our mercenary maintenance if we do that, but we are pretty far behind on tech. Yeah, we're minus 10. So we're going to hold off on doing that for now. Well, I really hope that these, unfortunately, these Crimean separatists. Ooh, let's gain corruption. Part of them in many ways. Shadow Kingdoms. So did they leave? It's the HRE. It's the same like the last one. I'm sure I've looked at it. There we go, Imperial. I was looking for HRE, it's just Imperial. So all the Italian states left, which is actually really good, because if we ever deal with anything over here. Them not being in this giant blob that is the HRE is really great news for us. Hungary is asking for military access, and they want to fight Venice. I am okay with that. Venice, you are at war. Ragusa and Hungary. If I were to declare war on you... Ooh. So, we are going to bring our army back over here. I know we're not doing great on manpower, but Ragusa should not have enough troops to really fight us. And a key thing here is if their ally is not going to join, we can definitely take them one-on-one. I'm willing to definitely take a loan or two because we only have one right now. And I'm sure we can get a decent amount of money out of Ragusa. So we're gonna declare that war. Serbia, we're gonna have them march in right away. I'm gonna have these troops go up and join them. Hopefully, we need to take this province as well. This province is part of the Serbia region. I still feel so bad. Just owning this makes me feel sad because they don't actually own all of Serbia. Let's gain 5 prestige. So we have successfully occupied that. Is Dubrovnik still... Yep, okay, they just sieged out Dubrovnik. Let's go have them join up. Where? Oh, they're still being transported. There we go. Let's have all of our men come up here. In the short term, our goals are this. We're going to want to at least take those two. I can call Wallachia in. I have no desire to do that. We're going to transfer this to Serbia. And now we wait. Hopefully not too terribly long, but we wait. Bulgaria, you're allied with a state I really don't care about. Unfortunately, Venice would come to your aid. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Poland must have gotten torn apart. Although it was actually allied with Muscovy, so that means kind of in the short term, hands off. Galicia is allied with Bulgaria, Wallachia, and Odia. Poland is a lot smaller as... Oh my goodness, Poland looks disgusting. And Poland no longer controls Lithuania, but Lithuania is in its own rebellion, so we might see a lot more smaller states popping up north here, which would be perfect for us to gain a little bit of land. We are successfully sieging down Belgrade. My only hope would have been that we could have gotten a little bit more, especially because, yeah, they have a core there, so I'm sure they'll take that at least. And they might take this province as well, but I'd love to give... I'd love to give as much land as I can to Serbia. Ragusa's over here attacking us. Ragusa, it's really not the best use of your time. We are going to take the next admin tech, which is great because that means we're slowly catching up. We're still about 1 admin tech behind, maybe 1 dip tech, and about 1 mill tech. We are going to take the money. And we have captured Belgrade. They would peace out right now. But I'm tempted. Ooh, I would really like... I would be okay with that. See if we can kind of grow this war score. We're going to take Miltech. We lose 1 corruption and gain a bunch of positive relations with pretty much everyone, which is awesome. I love when they give us nice things. And look, we're finally green. That makes me so happy. We were behind for so long in Miltech, but we're finally green and we're looking good. Accept this petition. I don't care. So we're going to move this force over here, just in case if they take that province. Again, we could peace out right now. I would just love to have that much, a little bit more land. Like I said, I think the main arc of this series, the main point is for us to go head to head with Genoa and Venice eventually and crush both of them, as well as Karaman. So basically our 3 rivals right now are kind of our end point for our series. So I want as much land as I can get away from Venice, especially Dubrovnik, because I believe it's kind of a trade hub, and I'd much rather have like a little Ragusa as an ally and feed them as well, especially some of these coastal provinces, if I don't really want them in the short term. Wallachia is really willing, but I'm sorry, Wallachia, not really want to drag you into this. Bring my men over the Nis. I don't think it really makes much of a difference, but just in case, as far as kind of replenishment. We're going to mothball Macedonia and our 2 forts in Anatolia, just because we really don't need them. I really doubt Ragusa is going to get all the way over here. We could... I don't want to do that necessarily right now. Muscovy, we do have too many relations. Serbia, Georgia. So by taking on another vassal, we would be overextending ourselves, but that's okay. We are 1 tech away from getting our next idea group, which we're gonna definitely probably go with administrative. That was kind of the big indecision I had. I apologize, influence. That's the big indecision I had last time, and that should help us out a lot, especially once you get to like diplomatic relation. So we can add +1, so that would kind of negate. We'd still only be about -1 there. Have rebel uprisings. We're gonna harsh treat this. 8 years, 55 years for those Ottoman rebels, which is great. I mean, slowly but surely, they're gonna eventually stop trying to uprise it seems like every other year. Let's see where they're going. They're retreating now. Kind of once we would take care of this army, I'm not sure if I really want to fight them directly, especially because wherever Serbia is, unfortunately they're not with us right this very second. We can bring the navy over here and kind of trap them. I don't think the navy unfortunately can block them. I didn't realize they're going right for Serbia. Oh no, Serbia. Oh no. Fortunately, took out quite a bit from Serbia. They're, I'm guessing, crossing all the way over here now, which is a really long way for them to... I forget, have Abkhazia. No, I think they're gonna wipe out what little was left of Serbia. Which is not great for me. That means there's gonna be a lot of rebuilding. I need access from... that's the problem. I can't get access from Genoa. I know that for sure. No, let's not do that quite yet. still winning, still fine. Kind of hope to get this done before anything drastically bad goes. I'm hoping gain stability, or gain prestige, and a skilled, and an artist of Greek heritage. Both really tempting. Let's just take the stability boost. It's always positive, especially when you have a lot of events that more often than not kind of screw you over. We're going to transport men over there. Shouldn't be too difficult. What we're going to do now is unmothball this fort though. We're going to harsh treatment these Crimean rebels because I knew exactly what that was right away. And we're going to take some dip tech. And we are really ahead in dip tech, so that's perfect for what we want to do when we want to take on kind of taking that influence ideas. That would be perfect for us. So we're going to siege out those 2 provinces. I think once we get those, we should be a pretty decent way along the score. We need 50 though to kind of get the idea of what we want. The only good thing is they cannot take these 2 provinces from us. So I'm hoping what that means is that will kind of be in good shape as far as that goes. We'll be able to, at the very least, even if they peace out with Hungary and stuff, we can just immediately take these 2 provinces for Serbia and it'll be okay. Serbia has no men, so I'm guessing it's going to be a while before they're really able to kind of get back to it. We do have 5 mercenaries, which I really want to get rid of eventually, but I think we're going to keep them for at least till after this little war. Venice wants access, and I do not want to give it to them because I know that they'll try to take some extra little bits of land that I do not want to give them. That's actually really funny. I don't know if I've ever seen a rival ask me for military access before. Normally we kind of hate each other so much, it's never kind of an allowed or able thing. Genoa, their rival with France is what kills me. I could maybe take on, especially with Muscovy now, some of their other rivals, but no way when it comes to that stuff in general. France makes it too difficult for me to deal with. No, we're gonna shoot for that. Catch up on this tech. Once we do that, then we'll be pretty caught up. Then we can throw some a little bit more idea points into there. Ragusa wants out, but we're not gonna let them. We're gonna transport stuff as quickly as we can so we can Bosnian separatists, so we can maybe get another territory out of this. They're actually willing to accept right now. I'm debating. Let's do that. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. So this might be the biggest oopsie I've ever had in... Oh no, I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of this really well, because now we're at war with Venice, and I was not thinking that through at all. Luckily we're only at war with Venice, but Oh no. So we're gonna have a very interesting time. This video has kind of gotten long, so I think we'll call it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a like. If you're interested in seeing more from the channel, subscribe. Definitely check out next time, part 8. It should be really interesting. We just accidentally walked into a war with Venice, which is definitely the country I do not want to fight. Especially with their navy, how strong it is and how much of it there is. Well, thank you again so much for all you guys watching this, and ciao for now.